Yeah, they teach me how to sit down in this chair like this with my leg crossed and my leg, the foot when me in my skirt. Okay, welcome back to Sunrise. So today we're joined by marketer and social impact creator, I like that, Joel Nomdarkham. Yes. I said it right, as he shares his top summer reads for 2024. We'll also be discussing his very own upcoming launch for his book, Future Makers, a guide to 30 creative careers. I love that. Yes. So, Joel, we're so excited about you being here, and I'm excited about talking about your upcoming book. But first, welcome, obviously.
Thank you. Hey.
I see you have a lot of books over there.
Oh, my God.
But you said to me in the break that you only started reading two years ago. I want to talk about that because so many people watch and they think, well, I'm not a reader.
Yes.
Or I don't read books. You know, what's the point? And I love that you said to me, you just started reading.
I just started, and it's so crazy how 2 years ago I just started reading books, and I have read close to 20.
What?
And I have a reading project that I started in 2022, as well as like November 2022, called Reading and Reasoning. So Child Month was very busy for me and my team. We did about 250 students during Child Month, reading to them between Montego Bay and Kingston. And I have another one in Manchester on Friday. And it's just crazy how I was not, the last time I read before 2 years ago, Tami, was high school.
No, I love
Wuthering
that.
Heights.
Yeah. Oh.
Sixth form. So I never took up no book. Masters, no book.
No, but this is important though, because, you know, I think so many parents are home stressing their children to read, forcing it on them. And something I always say, because, you know, Wayne is a big believer in reading, and I am too, but I always say, you know, we weren't always readers, you know, and there comes a point where you will develop the love for it. So I'm glad that happened for you, and it doesn't matter when it happens.
It doesn't matter.
Talk to us about some of your top picks for 2024.
So some of my top picks. So I've read these books, and I think, you know, going into the summer it would be really nice to kind of get an opportunity to do that. So my top pick would have been the Gilded Ones trilogy.
The Gilded Ones.
When I tell you this book was the third or fourth book that I read. The first book, which was the Gilded Ones, and then I read the Eternal Ones, the Merciless Ones, and it pretty much follows, it's a young adult novel. It follows, it's set in Africa, and there is some degree of black magic, but not black magic that we think. And it follows girls who are deemed impure by their blood. And every man should read this book because, for one, you get such a better understanding of becoming better allies for women, what women face, how powerful women are, and it just is a really nice balance between you know, what fantasy movies you'll see in a fantasy movie or stuff like that, but also friendship and growth.
I love
Throughout the trilogy, you saw the growth of the main character, her friends. It's a really, really good read. The Gilded Ones, and it's three of them.
All right.
So you're going to be for a treat.
You'll be busy till Christmas. All right, what's another top pick you have?
Another one I really loved was Wire Walker.
I see you have that one here.
Wire Walker, this one here. Wire Walker was an interesting read because it was a gift. I got them in some. Every year I get some books donated. My good friend Latoya West Blackwood, who is also the publisher for my children's book, she usually gets these books and we go around and give them out. And I saw the cover, I'm like, Wire Walker, this is interesting. So I read the back, and it's about how a guy formed a friendship with a dog for his neighbor's dog, and how he grew this friendship. How important the dog was. He also had challenges with his parents. His dad was a drunkard, and it just showed how he grew friendship as well. That was really nice. I think a young boy would really love that book.
I love that. I love that you're giving me recommendations for that. What's another book? And by the way, you don't have to always love the book.
You don't have to always love the book.
Is there a book that you don't like for the summer that you think maybe people, I mean, I don't want to say you shouldn't read somebody's book because different strokes for different folks.
I brought it. And it was a hard read.
Which book was
I still found it interesting. So it's called The Fifth Season.
The big book.
N.K. Jemisin, you see it? I don't know what happened, but it was a very hard read for me. And this is what I kind of started to discover while reading books. It's not always pretty pages. Because as a marketer, my first thing is like, oh, that book cover nice, see? And I get it. But it was you have to be very intelligent for that one. It's quite...
I'm going to read it.
It's quite a twist.
Yeah.
And I'm actually interested. I feel like I'll probably take a year's break.
Yes.
And then go into book 2. Because it ended very, very well.
Yes.
But if you're really smart and like big words and puzzles, then NK Jemisin.
It's a good one for you. And also, you know, books are very different when we read them at different stages of our lives. So you may read that book in 10 years and be like, best book I ever read.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's the thing about books. It's like this thing where, you know, it changes as you change. And how you view it changes too. All right, give us your last recommendation for the summer.
The last one is The Invisible Sun. So this one now kind of matched up. So it was a pretty cover that I saw at the airport. So it's like I have this habit of whenever I'm at the airport, I'm supposed to buy a book at the airport.
I think I've seen this book. Yes, I would buy every book at the airport.
It is really good. I saw that one and I got it. It's set in America and it's about police brutality. A black boy who wrongfully went to prison and how the drama that unfolded with that. There's a little romance in it, the little neighbor, you know, like a girlfriend when you're young. Grandparents, it was also had influences of COVID. So his grandfather, what would have happened, etc. But it came back to police brutality, politics as well. This is also a good read for a young boy.
Yes.
I think these really open the world for what's out there, but also the storytelling and how you get to like create a picture. I love fiction because I can't deal with it. I can't bother to read about the autobiography.
Right.
The world is already messy and a lot happening. I want to escape into a book and just get over it.
So I get it. Has reading made you a better writer? Because now you are launching your own book. Tell us about that.
Yeah, man. Reading has done so much for me. It has made me a lot more patient.
Wow.
Like NK Jemisin book. It has also made me a lot more creative. I thought I was creative and imaginative before, but actually sitting down and reading a book and creating a world in your mind, it really does so much.
Wow.
And funny enough, I'm working on my very own children's book, which launches this year.
Amazing.
And a part of that was the Reading and Reasoning initiative that I have, where I go around to schools and speak to young people. I realized that the students were always fascinated with the camera. Like my friends come with the camera to record the content. And I was also tired of growing up and hearing children always wanted to become doctors, lawyers.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are important. You know?
Yeah, we need them.
We need them. But I decided to launch Future Makers as a part of my 30th birthday. So I turned 30 in January. And I called 30 friends in 30 different careers across marketing, media, creativity, photographers, videographers,
and there
makeup
are 30,
artists.
right?
And there are 30. 30 of them. I have ZJ Sparks.
I have a few in here.
It's so cool. So the book is called Future Makers. You know how to mix up. We could have put all Jamaicans, you know. But I might call it to host the launch.
I like it.
But it's really cool and it's also very inclusive. So in the title you'd see the R in sign language because it's also inclusive of the deaf community.
Yes.
We'll have videos in there which are translated. I have Tony Aiken featured as an interpreter.
Amazing.
And I also have so many careers that parents will still try to convince our parents that these are
valuable,
like content creator, etc.
Where can we find out more about the book, about you, about all that you're doing?
So you can find out more about me either on my business, which is Amplify Studios. So that's the main hub that pushes everything. I'm Nomdarkham on social. And then there's going to be more information on Future Makers that will be coming in the next few weeks.
So we definitely
I have my author headshot today, so that's why I look so fresh.
I'm telling you. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see that you not only started reading, but no, you're adding to the books of the world, which means, you know, you're adding to the future of the world, which is amazing. So thank you for that. I can't wait. And thank you for these recommendations. And thank you for your honesty. Saying, I never like that book here. Check it
I hope you're not in Jamaica.
Anyway, thanks for being here. That was Joel Nomdarkham, marketer and social impact creator. I'm trying not to mess up that last name. It's coming up to the hour. So let's go for another break before TK takes over with the morning news. We'll be right back.